but did you get any update on AJ in the shoulder?
I think it's an AC sprain, but I think he's okay. But I don't know that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they had 18 more shot attempts.
Yeah.
Second chance points turnover. Is that just too big of a deficit?
Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games. We shot 55% basically. If you round off the numbers, and they shot 48. You're going to win a lot of games. But it wasn't just the turnovers, offensive rebounds and turnovers. I think it was a combination of those two things, and that was the difference. In the game, it's impossible to win that game.
Mikal kind of shook loose early. OG scored, I think, 20 points in the fourth. Just kind of what made them difficult tonight.
Yeah, we did some things defensively that I liked. The only thing I didn't like in it kind of got Bridges loose. We had a concerted effort of taking Towns out. That part worked. The problem with what we were doing, I thought, got Bridges loose a little bit. So we'll look at it. I thought we did make a bunch of mistakes in the first half on it, on the coverage that we were supposed to be doing, but I haven't watched it yet. But I did like we had a game plan with Towns. I thought it worked terrifically overall, but we let the other guys get loose. Shamit hurt us. I thought DeLon Wright hurt us in the first half. But Bridges and Anunoby were the difference in the game tonight for them.
Those mistakes, it looked like the big was staying connected to Towns, and then the guard. Was it just picking wrong overs and unders? And
yeah. A lot of them we were supposed to go under, and that's all we worked on this morning. And I think in the first half we had 6 times where our guy went over the top, and if the big is pushing up and you're going over the top, you're just ushering them to the basket. I thought we were a little better in the second half with it, but at that point, once you get a pro confident, now you got to deal with the pro.
Scoot has those 3 turnovers tonight. Yeah. Just kind of a rough night for him. What did you see that?
We're just trying to do too much. I thought a lot of our guys, Kuz is way better offensively, but 4 turnovers is too many for him. 3 turnovers is too many for Scoot, especially in 13 minutes. 3 turnovers is too many. And then I thought, we're a team that really trusts overall. I thought there were stretches in the game where we took the first available average shot instead of looking for the great shots. We didn't play good to great tonight.
You mentioned Kuz's game. It looked like he was given the chance to be a ball handler more and pick and rolls, dribble handoffs. Was that a concerted effort? And then also,
that was concerted, and I liked it overall. I thought him going downhill was good, and that's what we want to keep him, going right, going downhill. But there's just things about tonight. They've beaten us 3 times. Today was the closest of the group, but all 3 times the DNA of the game looked the same to me. They were way more physical, and after 3 times, they believe that now. And so we're going to have to try to change that somehow if we see him again.
Ryan Rollins was +7.
He was terrific.
How do you think he's grown since his first start at the earlier part of the season?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I just know he's better. Defensively, he's been fantastic. He overpressured Kolick a couple times, which hurt us. But that's stuff you can fix. He's going downhill. He's finishing. He made a great drive and kick to the corner. That's something he wouldn't have done earlier. He's not a natural point guard. We don't have one. That guy is, Dame, and he's not here right now. So we're trying to do our best without the natural, just a point guard. You can see the difference sometimes, the difference in Kolick and those guys running and what we have. But Ryan's been absolutely wonderful for us.
Maybe this is part of the good to great for offense. Considering just who you're missing and how much of a struggle, can Brook only take 5 shots for you at this point?
No. And I thought 2 or 3 of his shots were tough shots, and it's always it's easy to look for us. I'd say this: we still shot 55%, and so we take care of the ball. But because we went in these stretches forcing, that's where the turnovers came. And if we had made the simple movement plays, then Brook or someone else would have got more shots. So just disappointed in how we're playing, and that's on me. I got to get this turned around. Thanks, guys.